Hi friends! So today I am going to provide you with a guided drawing of how to draw our own Dr. Martin Luther King. Alright friends, so let's get started. We are going to start off by drawing an oval in the middle of our paper. We don't want it to be too big, probably about the size of our hand. So I'm going to start off with an oval for his head. Now, if you mess up, please, we are not live, so it is okay. You can either start over. If you want to just try to make it work with your drawing, go for it. I have faith in you. So we'll start off with the head, and then we're going to draw his ears. So I'm going to draw them on the side. I'm just going to use a C, the letter C, like that. And then I'll match it over here with a backwards C, a semicircle, if you will. Then we'll use curved lines to make it actually look like an ear. All right, so now we're gonna draw his body, and we're gonna start off by drawing the collar of his shirt. So in order to do that, we are going to draw 2 triangles, okay? So I'll start off making sure that they connect in the middle like that. So like an upside down V. And then we'll draw the straight line up to make the 2 triangles. So that's his collar. Now we're gonna draw his shoulders, and we're just gonna use 2 curved lines. Now, we wanna make sure that we have space on either side, okay? So we don't wanna make these too wide. So I'm gonna start where the collar meets the head, and I'm gonna draw a curved line going straight down. And I'm gonna do the same thing over here. We wanna make sure we make it a similar size. We don't want one side of him to be bigger. So again, I'll start where the collar meets the face and just draw a curved line down. So we're gonna start off by drawing a V in the middle. So now it kind of looks like a diamond, okay? And then we wanna make sure that this line continues on, but we don't want to draw it on top of the collar because the collar's laying on top of it, okay? It's overlapping. So I'll start here, I'll pick up my marker, skip over it, and continue the line upward. Same thing over here. I want to make sure that it lines up right. There we go. All right. So now I'm going to draw his tie. And again, this is his robe, what he would preach in sometimes. So we're gonna draw the tie, and it's gonna be underneath the robe. So I'm gonna draw a semicircle, a curved line right there. And then we're just gonna draw 2 diagonal lines. And there's his tie. We're gonna be drawing Dr. King with his mouth open because he's known for giving his inspiring speeches, okay? So we're gonna start off with a circle. And then we're gonna draw a curved line for his tongue. And remember, please pause and do the step if I'm going too fast for you. You can always pause and rewind. All right, so now we're gonna draw his mustache. Most of his adult life and all the pictures that we see of him, he had a mustache. So we are gonna draw 2 really small, straight vertical lines right above the mouth. And then we'll just draw a curved line down. Same thing on this side. And then we'll connect it. You can draw yours however you want. Now for the nose, we are going to draw 3 curved lines together. So 3 bumps together, okay? So we'll draw the first one in the middle like that. And then we're gonna draw a smaller one on each side. And for his eyes, again, sometimes when we're very passionate giving a speech, we close our eyes. So we're gonna simplify this drawing and draw his eyes closed using 2 curved lines. You can add eyelashes if you want. Everyone has eyelashes. And then we're gonna draw his eyebrows similarly to how we drew his mustache. So I'm going to draw another curved line above each eye. 1. And then we'll just wrap it around and connect it. Now for his hair, he had very short hair, so we don't want to draw his curled hair all the way around up here. We want to make sure we keep it close to his head. So I'm just going to start kind of in the middle of the ear and draw the bumps of his hair all the way around, making sure I stay an equal distance from his head. Then I stop once I hit the ear on this side. So next we're gonna draw the stained glass behind him. And the reason I chose stained glass is because it is brightly colored and beautiful, and it usually tells a story. And so we want to kind of tell a story with our drawing of Martin Luther King. So what we're gonna do first, we wanna start in the middle of our paper. I'm not gonna go all the way to the top, but I'm gonna just draw a small dot. Now, I need for us, whenever we draw a small dot, I'm not saying, let's draw a big circle, okay? I'm literally just like, tap your pencil, tap your pen, marker, crayon, whatever it is you're using, and give us a dot. As long as you can see it. You don't wanna be able to see it once we've finished the drawing. So this just shows me where the middle is and where I'm going to connect my stained glass. So it comes to a point up here, but we want to draw it all the way towards the edge of our paper. Okay, so just a big curved line almost to the very edge. Boom. And we're going to do the same thing over here. And we're gonna create this same thing. We're gonna create the frame of the window. So I'll draw that dot again and go nice and slowly so I make sure it's nice and even all the way around. Same thing over here. Now, you could either color this one solid color, or you could draw lines going around, just to give it some detail. Okay. So now that we have the window frame, it is time for us to draw the stained glass. Stained glass is made up of smaller pieces of glass that's welded together to create pictures, tell stories. So we're gonna start off right here. It's kind of gonna be like sun rays, okay? So we're gonna go around, just like he's the middle of the sun. We're drawing the sun rays. They're gonna go around and around, okay? So I'm gonna start off with 2 diagonal lines. And remember, we're going to be writing inside of these sections. So you don't want to make them so small that you don't have room to write anything, okay? So make sure you let's take 2 of our fingers, 3 of our fingers even, and make sure we give ourselves enough space. And we want it to be symmetrical, right? Remember, that means the same on both sides. So I want to draw my lines on this side, 1 line at a time, and then make the same marking on this side. So remember, the direction of the line is changing as we go around, because this is the middle of our sun and our rays are going around and around. So now is where I want you to think about the words that we discussed before your drawing. And when you think of Martin Luther King and you think of this equality movement, what words come to mind? I know that courage comes to mind, so I'm going to write courage in one of my squares. You can write it in any font that you want. I know bravery comes to mind. Since this is kind of a shorter space, I'm just going to write brave. Since he's giving a speech in this photo, I'm going to write his very infamous I have a dream right here. So make sure you give it quotation marks. And for these words, you don't have to use your pencil. You can use a marker, anything you want. Make sure if you do have a pencil, you draw everything with a pencil first. But for the words, as long as you know you're spelling it correctly, you could use any coloring utensil you have. Now, I just wrote a B because I was thinking of brave. So, we're just gonna fix this. See, this is why you don't draw in Sharpie first, you draw in pencil. We're just going to turn it into a star. This is how we change this. This is a great lesson on how to fix mistakes, y'all. All right, that's just a star. I have a dream. And to make it look like the star's not too crazy, I'm just gonna add a couple more. You guys do not have to do this, but again, if you mess up, that's how we fix mistakes, y'all. No one's upset. Now I just have a few stars. Why not? Now I need to finish adding my words. And remember, I don't want you to copy mine. I want you to use the words that you came up with on your own, that you think of when you think of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and everything that he stood for. Once I'm finished drawing my words, I will color it. You can watch me color. You can color with me. You do not have to use the same colors that I use. Create your own. I'm so proud of you. I miss you. Can't wait to see what you create.